Today we have with us the Sony Xperia Z tablet. The tablet is one of the best designed tablets ever made by Sony, and you can see from the first glance itself that it's very well designed and it's very sleek and looks very stylish. It looks really sleek from the front, and from the back you can see that although it's smudging a little bit, it is really comfortable to hold thanks to the soft touch plastic used by Sony. And at the back, the design is very minimalistic. You just see the Xperia logo and the camera sensor is over here. And other than that, you just see the certification logo. Other than that, it's very minimalistic and looks very sleek and nice. One of the best designed tablets we've seen till now. So the power button is on this side, and it has a really cool metallic button, and you can get a lot of feedback from it, which is really nice. And the volume rocker sits just below the button, and Sony, for some reason we're not sure, decided to include a notification light just below the power button. Now, we were not able to see the notification light whenever there was a new notification, and this is an obvious design flaw, but other than that, the construction of the tablet is really good. So the tablet itself is IP57 certified, water and dust resistant, so all the ports are covered by airtight flaps. As you can see here, the flap here is covering the 3.5mm audio jack, and we have a flap here that covers the charging port, and we have another one here for the SIM card as well as the micro SD card, as you can see here. Now, we're really not sure as to why Sony made a 10-inch tablet that is waterproof, but if you ever require a tablet when you go swimming, this is the tablet to get. And the tablet also has 4 speaker grills, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So whenever you're watching a video, the sound is loud and it's very comfortable, and it's not distorted anyway because it's not at the back. And it also has an IR blaster here, so that's a really nifty feature, and you can control your TV with the tablet itself, and it does have a remote control feature that lets you do that. The Xperia Z tablet comes with a 1.5 GHz quad-core Crate processor along with 16 GB of internal memory and 2 GB RAM. At the back we have an 8.1 megapixel camera, and at the front we have a 2.2 megapixel camera. And the camera at the back can shoot Full HD videos at 30 FPS, while the camera at the front can shoot 720p videos, so that should be ideal for your video calling. As for the interface itself, the lock screen has been tweaked, and you can see your music as well as access your camera UI from directly the lock screen, so that's a nifty feature. The Sony Xperia Z tablet screen is a Full HD one. It has a resolution of 1920 x 1200, and while the resolution is a bit wonky, the screen itself is really good on the tablet. The screen is a little bit glossy, but that does not affect you whenever you're reading text or watching videos. The screen on the Xperia Z tablet is actually really good. It does not suffer from the lack of contrast that we saw on the Xperia Z. Although this device is rated for water and dust proofing, the screen itself is quite clear, and the contrast levels are really good, and the black levels are also high. So let's see how the tablet is when it comes to text content. As the screen is Full HD, you do not see any amount of pixelation, and images are vivid and colors are really good. The screen runs the mobile Bravia engine too, so it does a really good job of making sure that the colors are vivid and nothing looks washed out. Scrolling is quite smooth, although it is quite sensitive, so if you're generally scrolling along a web page, you do occasionally tend to hit a few links that will take you away from the page. So other than that, the browsing and scrolling itself is really good, and colors as always look really good. So let's see a video and see how the Full HD makes use of the mobile Bravia engine. And as you can see, colors are really vivid again, and videos look quite smooth, and the sound itself is really loud, and we're running at full volume. Now that we've shown you how browsing and videos are on the tablet, let's take a look at how good the Xperia Z tablet is for gaming. So we have a game called Dead Trigger, so let's go ahead and play that a little bit. Controls are very smooth, and gaming itself is very fast and lag free, and considering that this is one of the most visually intensive games, you can see that the tablet does a great job of handling all that intensive visuals. The only issue we have with this game is the fact that the speakers make the sound a little bit tinny, but otherwise the tablet is really good. Now let's take a look at how this device matches against other devices in this category. So let's go ahead and go over to Antutu benchmark, and we see that here it scores 20,188, which is really good, as we can see by looking at this chart. Only the Galaxy S4 and HTC One beat the device, and considering that they're the high-end devices in the market today, we can see that the tablet holds its own ground when it comes to performance. Now let's take a look at the camera UI itself. Sony has made a lot of tweaks to the stock UI, and as we can see, the default mode is selected here. Clicking on that mode will take you to the other modes that are available. We have auto, which enables automatic settings based on the light conditions, and we have normal, and we have video camera modes also, and we have a burst mode that takes a set of 90 images in one go. And we also have an effect mode where after the image is taken you can add effects, and we also have Sony's panorama mode. And in scene selection you can choose different kinds of settings for your images, and in the settings menu here you can choose the different quick launch toggles that you can use for taking images and videos. And as you can see from this side, you can take images and videos from the same UI without having to switch over, which is a really great addition. And although the camera is just a 8 megapixel variant, the quality of the images taken through it are really good, and in some cases are better than what the Xperia Z achieves. As you can see here, the color balance as well as the image quality itself is quite good, and Sony has done a great job of including the camera in such a big tablet. With the Xperia Z tablet, you get the native Sony UI, and although they do not have a name for it, it is heavily customized. For instance, the notification center is over here, and then from Jelly Bean onwards it was included at the top, but Sony has not made that change yet. And from here you can access Google Now. Using this button will give you access to the home screen menu itself, and this button launches the apps. And although the UI is quite good, it is quite stuttery, and installing another launcher like Nova Launcher usually serves to fix that issue. Other than that, Sony has done a lot of custom tweaks to the UI which make it seem not quite smooth enough, which add unnecessary animations like that one. So we're not really convinced on the UI yet, but we think that Sony can do a better job of polishing the bugs so that the UI itself will be more smooth in the future. Overall, the Xperia Z tablet is quite good. The Full HD screen is brilliant, and the camera itself is really good, and the battery life is quite good on the device. You get a battery life of about 2 to 3 days, and if you want to extend that, you can just go into settings and go into power management and select stamina mode. This increases the battery life considerably, and you get much more battery life with it. And talking about the bad stuff, the only thing we can figure out is that the UI is still a bit stuttery and detracts from the usage of the device itself. The tablet is priced at 44,000, and for this amount of money, we're really not sure if users would buy the Xperia Z tablet instead of the iPad, as it's available for the same amount. Apple has made a better ecosystem of apps as well as other content. Although Sony has made a great tablet, we're really not sure if it was wise to price it against the iPad, as it has a better brand recognition and overall brand value in India. So jury's out on that, but otherwise it's a great contender to any tablet, any Full HD tablet, and we really like it. If you want a tablet that's as close to the iPad running Android, this is the one to get. It is lighter than the iPad, it feels much more comfortable to hold on a daily basis, and the features and the characteristics of the tablet are incredibly good. So this is the closest Android tablet we've seen that can match the iPad when it comes to hardware as well as general user interaction. So there you have it. If you have the money and you're looking to buy something for Android, this is the tablet to get.